to talk just a few minutes this evening about this God who is a God of second chances. And I want to talk a little bit about my story, because I believe that our God uses every single aspect of our past as material for God's future in the world. So I'd like to share a little bit about my past, who I am, kind of where I came from, how I got here, how we became Lutheran, which is an interesting evangelistic story. So I was born in Montego Bay, Jamaica. My father is Jamaican, and he went to Canada to study in Hamilton, Ontario, and met my mother, who is a Canadian, and took her back to Jamaica. And that's where I was born. In fact, it became kind of interesting, our immigrant hybrid family, when I went to Concordia in Ann Arbor, Michigan. On the second day on campus, there was a very meticulous, fastidious, detail-oriented administrator who wore bow ties that were always tied very tightly around his neck, obviously. And he had this census form that we had to fill out to kind of describe who we were. And the first category under ethnicity said black. And so my father is very black. He's Afro-Jamaican black. So I checked that box. And the next category said white. So my mother is like white, like Scottish, Highlands, almost transparent white. White. And so I checked that box. And the next category said Spanish surname. So my last name is N-U-N-E-S, pronounced Nunes, like the newness of life we have in Jesus Christ our Lord. You'll remember it. And it's Portuguese. Were it to have an S on the end, or to have a Z on the end, it would be Spanish. But we don't even know how we got the name, this Portuguese name. In fact, we traced it back, and it's actually in its origin Sephardic Jewish. But that wasn't on the sheet, so I checked that box. Yeah. So I thought, well, there's Portugal, Spain, they border each other, that's close enough, so I checked Spanish surname. The only category that wasn't checked, I think, was Asian on the whole. International student, born in Jamaica, raised in Canada, living in the US, that's international. Double immigrant, check that box. The very next day, this guy with the bow tie tied too tightly around his neck came up to me and said, you can't be all of this. You have to be one thing. You're skewing my vein.